Profit maximization and individual firm supply curve. Firms assume profit maximization to achieve the highest level of profits based on their production function. A pumpkin firm's profits, calculated from three different crate prices, are shown in a table, with higher prices leading to higher profit levels. When the selling price changes, the total revenue changes, but the total cost does not. There may be better strategies than shutting down in the short run, as the firm can minimize losses by producing at a specific quantity. Profit graph. The firm's profit can be graphically illustrated by placing the firm's total revenue curve with the total cost curve in the same graph. The competitive firm's total revenue curve is a straight line, as the firm is a price taker and additional quantities are sold at the same price. The highest profit is achieved when the quantity is graphically shown as the most significant vertical distance between the total revenue and total cost lines. Profit maximizing implies that marginal revenue is equal to price is equal to marginal cost. The graph's bottom panel shows how profits increase and decrease as production increases. Marginal approach to derive the supply curve. In economics, marginal revenue refers to the change in total revenue resulting from selling one additional product unit. A firm will sell a product as long as its marginal cost is less than the product's price to maximize profits. The The marginal cost of producing the nth unit represents the minimum price the firm will accept to sell that unit. The firm will only make the product if the price equals the marginal cost. The firm's supply curve is its marginal cost curve, with the profit maximizing quantity at any given price determined by its information on the marginal cost of producing that product. However, the firm's supply curve is the portion of the marginal cost curve above the shutdown point. Marginal approach to derive the supply curve. The pumpkin firm's supply curve, representing its marginal cost of producing pumpkins, is shown in two figures. One figure shows the supply curve if the firm can only make crates of pumpkins in discrete quantities, while the other shows the supply curve if the firm can adjust its production to small. Costs and production, short run. To maximize profits, a competitive firm will produce a quantity where the market price equals the marginal cost. The average total cost and average variable cost curves do not determine the profit maximizing quantity, but they play a role in determining the firm's total profit and decision to shut down. Positive profits are generated if the market price is higher than the average total cost at the profit maximizing quantity. If the market price is below the average total cost but above the average variable cost curve, the firm generates losses but will not shut down in the short run. Break-even point. The break-even point is where the price equals the minimum of the average total cost where the price intersects with the marginal cost and average total cost curves. Shutdown point. The shutdown point is where the price equals the minimum of the average variable cost. And if the price is equal to or lower than this point, the firm must shut down. The leftmost graph in the figure depicts a firm losing profits but cannot shut down due to the price being above the minimum of the average variable cost. The middle chart shows a firm indifference between shutting down and producing at quantity Q because the price equals the minimum of the average variable cost. The rightmost diagram depicts a firm that must shut down because the price is below the minimum of the average variable cost. Cost and production, long run. Understanding the concept of the long run in economics is essential. It refers to a period when a firm can adjust its production inputs. In contrast, the short run only allows one capital input to remain fixed while the others can vary. Effect of capital expansion on total costs. By varying all inputs in the long run, including the capital, we can analyze the effect of capital expansion on total costs. As firms increase their capital inputs, fixed costs increase while variable expenses decrease. This cost change can be seen in a figure that shows the effect of an increase in capital inputs on average total costs. Economies of scale. Economies of scale, constant returns to scale, and diseconomies of scale are all factors that impact the long-run average total cost. Economies of scale occur when a firm's long-run average total cost decreases as output increases. Constant returns to scale occur when the long-run average total cost remains constant as output increases. On the other hand, diseconomies of scale occur when a firm's long-run average incremental cost increases as output increases. Determining the minimum efficient ranking is essential, as it is the most miniature production scale for which the long-run average total cost is minimal. Mergers and economies of scope. Mergers between firms often occur to reduce costs. The union of two similar firms is to take advantage of economies of scale, while the merger of two different firms is to take advantage of economies of scope.